This is one of the most exclusive hotels in all of California, one of the hardest places to book on Hyatt's entire worldwide hotel collection, and it's $2,500 per night typically. We're gonna tell you if it's worth it and what the experience is here like at Alila Ventana in Big Sur, California. The crazy thing is we've actually wanted to stay here since 2021, and we got a really crazy miles and points redemption for Hyatt here. So we ended up only paying around 40,000 points per night. So we're gonna be showing you a full room tour, a full property tour, all the amenities that you can get here, and sharing our favorite parts and our least favorite parts for our stay here.
Welcome to our room here at Alila Ventana. Let's come on in, I'll give you a tour. We literally just checked in. They give us some nice rosé, and this is the Big Sur suite. So I actually booked this room about 6 months ago. Basically, we were able to book 2 nights here for 40,000 points each per night. And I'll put the link down below if you guys want to sign up for the service we're in, because they actually just had another hotel drop for a similar deal for points. But anyways, let's jump into the tour. This is a Big Sur suite. So this room is literally massive. We just walked in here and my mouth was on the floor because I thought it was gonna be a lot smaller. But we have a king bed. We have a gorgeous indoor tub in here. We have a nice little coffee station over here with a tea kettle. We got the lovely Breville espresso machine. They have lots of little cups over here for your beverages. And then moving on over here, we have our bathroom, mirror, closet, etc. We have a nice his and hers sinks. So this is something I always love about a hotel. Gotta have his and hers sinks. This room feels very large for bathroom. We have a nice rain shower head over here. Shower is nice and big and spacious, especially for my tall folks. So that is really nice. Now let's jump into the main room. We have this nice little sitting area. They give you complimentary water bottles for your stay that are actually bottled here in Big Sur. And then they also have, I think, 7 fill-ups around the property, so that's nice. They have this little foyer area with a record player, a fireplace, and a TV. Nice cozy couch chairs over here. But let's go outside and check out the patio. This balcony is massive. Obviously, we have another seating area out here. We have a nice little area if we wanted to order room service, which room service here they said is included, but there is a $10 delivery fee. So it is an all-inclusive property minus the room service delivery fee and the alcohol charges. And then we also have this hammock, which is so fun. I'm excited to lounge out here. On our walk up from the main lobby area, there were a couple other hammocks around the property. So I'm excited to just kind of relax. This is a staycation for Steven and myself. We come out to Big Sur basically every year. If you guys have missed any of our other Highway 1 or Big Sur road trip Monterey videos, I'll link them all down below for you if you're doing something like this. But it's stunning weather. It's supposed to be sunny and 70 degrees. We're here in January, and I'm just really looking forward to recharge here.
We have made our way down to the pool. Now, I will say that this place isn't all-inclusive, but you can also purchase the food. So anytime there's an all-inclusive, we're always a little skeptical of the food. We have some birria quesadilla over here. We tried every single type of taco, so we'll let you know how that is. We got a little burrito bowl over here and some fresh salsa. So very excited to test it all out. That is the nice thing here is you get included breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I mean, it is such a perfect day. The lunch is right at the pool, which you can relax at. It's very, very quiet. And I think one of the most interesting things so far that we've learned is there's 4 pools. 2 of them are clothing required and 2 of them are clothing optional. And we have stayed at hundreds of different hotels at this point and never seen that. So very, very intrigued. We're thinking we're gonna have some lunch, explore the property a little bit more, but so far, so relaxing. This spot is incredible. It doesn't feel busy at all, and we'll let you know how the food is in just a second.
So let's chat about some of the amenities that they offer here, because there's a lot more than I expected and that I had known previous to researching this trip. So number one is it's dog friendly everywhere. Like there's outdoor patios on the restaurant. The dogs are welcome in the pool area over here. So I kind of wish we brought our pup on this one. I think if we stay here again, that since all of the property is super dog friendly, I would definitely bring my dog next time. So that's something that's really cool. That might be a con for you, but that's a pro for me. I love seeing everybody's dogs and all of them are super well behaved. Another thing that we learned is they have camera rentals here. So if you don't have like a camera and you're doing the iconic Highway 1 drive, you can actually check out. They have like a Sony camera checkout with an A7R and a ton of different lenses, which is really cool, especially if you're not going to travel with a ton of camera gear, but you're a photographer, want to take some iconic stuff for the coast. I thought that was rad. They also have a record checkout where you can check out a ton of records for your room, because each of the rooms has its own record player. And they also have just like a amenity checkout where if you want a cooler or a beach blanket or beach chairs or hiking poles or a hiking day pack, like anything you could possibly need for adventures out here in Big Sur, you can just check it out. It's first come, first serve in the lobby and they'll give it to you. It's so nice that everything is included. And on top of all of that, they have 4 different pools. This here is the main pool that I'm at. This definitely feels the most lively. It has bar and food service in the middle of the day, whereas the other 2 pools across the property do not. So these 2, there's a heated mountain pool over here, there's the main pool, and then there's the Japanese hot baths, which we personally love a lot. It's like perfect privacy and just super relaxing. That's clothing optional. And then there's the pool next to it, which is also clothing optional. It's kind of more dead over there. It's way more private, peaceful, but there's no food and drink service over there. So I did think that was a little bit interesting. On top of all of the 4 different pools, there's also a barrel sauna up here in the spa, which is super, super nice. It gets hot real quick up there, and it was super relaxing. Whether you have a spa appointment or not, as long as you're staying here, you can use the barrel sauna.
Wow, the first day has been unreal. All the pools on the property have been beautiful. We went and jumped in the Japanese style onsen pool. Went over to the main pool, got to have a super relaxing, enjoyable time watching the sunset from there. After that, we got to go down to the restaurant. This is the Sur House, and that is where we're gonna have dinner and breakfast, both included. Dinner was honestly, I like walked in and I was so surprised. It's this massive space. Having a wedding here, I feel like would be a dream. Twinkle lights all over the place. You have your seat directly looking over the ocean. If you go before sunset, we're hopefully gonna be able to see that tomorrow morning. And then tonight we were just able to eat right under the stars. We're in the middle of January and it was like 70 degrees out there. And if it does get cold, they have a heater on every single table, which was really cool. The food was delicious. You get a 3-course meal included with your stay. So we started off with our starter. G went for the artichoke hearts. I went for the mussels. The mussels were so flavorful, so I definitely recommend. And then for dinner, they have a couple specials. Dessert was delicious, but I think honestly the part that stole our heart was after dinner, they have homemade marshmallows, you guys. Homemade marshmallows. They had vanilla, and then they had a passion fruit that you could do. So you could roast marshmallows. They have that open for about 3 hours in the evening. So even if you're not eating dinner there, you can cruise up, grab a drink, and do that. The one thing is when you have dinner, the alcoholic drinks are not included in the all-inclusive. So a little bit different. That I'm gonna know most other all-inclusives that you go to, and like typically Mexico include everything. So after dinner, we pulled up our phone and they have texting service. So we were able to text the concierge within a minute. We had a golf cart come and pick us up because the restaurant is about a 0.3-mile walk from our room all the way to get down there. Just such an incredible day. We've stayed at so many hotels. The service here, it's been incredible. And one thing that I will say is at the restaurant, they really let you relax. It was a little bit on the slower side. They weren't like trying to get you through. And I think it's because most of the people that eat at the restaurant are hotel guests, so they know you're trying to relax. We were there for about 2 hours. What a lovely day. We're gonna wrap up. Oh, I forgot to mention, inside the room, we also have a fireplace, and they give us multiple firewood bundles, which I thought was really, really cool. So once we got back from the pool, we could shower, relax. We put on the fire. Giselle was reading her book while I was working a little bit. It was just very, very relaxing. If you guys are looking for, when we were sitting at dinner, we were talking about like maybe the baby moon or something like that. It's just so relaxing here. Tomorrow we're gonna show you even more of the property and what else you can do around in Big Sur. But first impressions, it's pretty nice. Couple other little things. They left us little lens cloths for our sunglasses right here. They also left us a little rock, a little Jade Cove piece for Big Sur, which I thought was adorable. They folded everything. I'm impressed.
We're having a great time. Like once we got back from dinner via our golf cart service, we could just walk down to, it really feels like a cabin or a lodge. Like it feels like we're at sleepaway camp, I guess, but adult only sleepaway camp. And you just have this sense walking to, I'm gonna call it a cabin because that's what it feels like. A scent of pine and the outdoors, and it's just so fresh, and I don't know, it feels super disconnected. It doesn't feel like a hotel you would find in Los Angeles or San Francisco. It feels like it really incorporated Big Sur really well. So I'm really just enjoying the vibe of this place. You're tucked in between all these beautiful redwoods. The walk out to dinner was really beautiful. I did it in a dress and sandals, and honestly, it was totally fine. It took about like 10 minutes to walk there from our room, but it was just so stunning and so peaceful. I think that's, if you're looking for a vacation that is so peaceful, off the grid, relaxing. That being said, they do have Wi-Fi here that works very well if you need it. But if you want to get off the grid and just enjoy, this is definitely the spot. I can feel that within just the first few hours of being here.
Good morning. It is day 2 this morning, and it is so peaceful. We got up, had some coffee on our balcony. We hit the sauna for a little bit. Now we are over at the pool. Today the plan is we have a massage scheduled in just about an hour and a half. So we're gonna do our massage, check out the spa, see what that is like. We're gonna head out on a little adventure to Midway Falls, which is right around the corner. If you haven't heard of that, it's one of the most famous spots in all of Big Sur. Then we're gonna come back here, watch the sunset. It should be a pretty relaxing day. And once again, it is the middle of January and it's already like 65 degrees out. It is such a beautiful day. Cannot wait to go exploring. So we're currently on the path walking over to breakfast. And one thing that I thought was really cool is right here, they have axe throwing areas. They have so many different activities that you can do on the property. Basically every other hour there's different activity, whether it's a redwood walk or an axe throw or a coastal drive or a full hike around the area. There's craft classes. There's so many different things that you can do on the property, which honestly is really, really cool. I feel like most properties have like the same activity every day. Here, they are all different. Some are free and some are paid. I believe axe throwing is one of the paid ones. But even then, we're walking on the trail just to get to breakfast. There's like cute little deer over here. There's a cute little Giselle right over here. I mean, there's just so many things to see. But yeah, we're gonna keep cruising. This is about a 0.3 mile trail just to get to the restaurant. We could have taken the golf cart, but it is such a freaking beautiful day. We thought, why not walk? So here we go.
So we just finished up our massage. Now, one thing about the spa here is you do have to book your appointments in advance. I tried doing it a day before, which in retrospect, they recommend doing it at least a week out when you're booking your spa appointments here because they do fill up. There's only a certain amount of slots that you can do because it is a pretty small spa. And so there's only a handful of outdoor tents if you want that outdoor massage. So that is why it is highly recommended to book in advance, which we did not do, but they were still able to squeeze us in for a 50-minute massage. Unfortunately, we wanted to do the one with like where they fill up the bathtub and you get the massage in the bath, and they didn't have enough availability, but that's on us, not on them. But it was absolutely lovely. The masseuses were phenomenal. We did the 50-minute Tree of Life massage. And yeah, it gave me life. The tables were nice and heated. There was a heater in there. They had like nice warm towels, and It was just really nice. And I feel like with outdoor massages, it can be hit and miss because sometimes you hear a lot of the foot traffic outside, but it wasn't like that at all. We did the first appointment of the day at the 10 a.m., so it's not super busy on property. So I 10 out of 10 recommend this one. This is probably the best outdoor massage that we've had anywhere. When you're laying on the table, you just smell the redwoods and the forest, and yeah, it was just magical and lovely. So I definitely recommend doing a spa appointment here.
We are now here at brunch. We have the shishuka is what I got, which is supposed to be pretty similar to, I actually don't know. I've never had it. It looks really, really interesting though. And G over here got the falafel Benedict. The view today is just ridiculous. You can see all the way down the coastline of Big Sur, not a cloud in the sky, and it is 11:30 now. So a nice little brunch to enjoy. We'll let you know how the food is. We're about to dive in. Made it.
So trip logistic wise, I think timing and how many nights you need here, I would say try and give yourself 3 nights. We did 2 nights and I feel like I wish I had one more to just kind of take it all in and have time to do some things nearby. And then in terms of getting here, you're gonna wanna fly, if you're flying out of state, into the Monterey airport. That's gonna be the closest. It'll be about an hour drive, so you either need to arrange a shuttle or get a rental car if you are flying in. We decided to drive since we're down in Santa Barbara area, and it was about a 5-hour drive for us up here, 5.5-hour drive. So it wasn't too bad, it was beautiful, but that's in terms of getting here. It is a little bit out of the way, but as of yesterday, in January, Highway 1 is reopened again all the way from north to south after 3 years of being closed. So that's super exciting. It will make getting here a lot easier if you are coming from Southern California instead of having to drive all the way around. And that way you'll still be able to access all of the amazing things going down Highway 1. I actually have a whole blog and all of my favorite stops in Big Sur since we've come out here every year for like the last 8 years. So I'll link that down below for you if you guys are interested in checking that out.
All right, let's talk about our favorite parts, what we think was worth it, what we think was not worth it. So first up, I will say right now, this was probably one of the most incredible spots we have stayed in the past 5 years. We both agree that it would probably go in top 10. Couple of reasons why. Number one, location. Being in Big Sur, it's next to so many iconic landmarks in the USA, like Bixby Bridge, Midway Falls, Pfeiffer Beach, the historic Highway 1 trail. So there's just so much to see here. So that's one of the first things. Two, is it's so relaxing. It's located up here in the mountains. Every day you wake up to birds chirping, deer outside, getting an outdoor massage with just such an incredible view. I mean, it was just hands down one of the most relaxing, beautiful stays. It's so peaceful up here. And another thing that I absolutely loved is everything is included. They include cameras like G talked about earlier. Tip is included. All food is included. The only thing that is not included is alcohol, but some people like drinking, some people don't. It has something for everyone though, especially if you were into hiking or just doing anything outside. It was just such an incredible spot. We both wish that we had another day here, and there's not many places that G and I feel like that. So absolutely incredible stay. The only 2 things that we think could have made this improvement is number one, some of the service is just a little slow, meaning if we text the golf cart service, it might take 10-15 minutes for them to come pick us up, and then other times it's 60 seconds. So it just felt a little inconsistent. And then the second thing was service at the restaurant, also a little bit slow. I thought that they might have just wanted us to take our time, but a couple little thoughts. The food also was not a 10 out of 10, but it was still good. Like breakfast was delicious, but not the best breakfast we've ever had at a 5-star. Lunch at the poolside, once again, delicious, refreshing. You can even get it to go if you want to take it for a picnic, but not like 5-star out of this world. Even with dinner, delicious, really nice experience. not the most incredible thing. So those are the only 2 things out of our entire stay that I said could have made this place a 10 out of 10 absolute best place we've ever visited. But if you guys really want a relaxing stay, if you're located in California or just want to go experience California, this place is the epitome of luxury and such an incredible experience. So we can't wait to come back. I hope you get to experience it someday too. And that is it for this trip here at Alila Ventana in Big Sur, California. One of the most beautiful properties we have ever visited. Our experience here was nothing but relaxation and incredible views. If you want to see more bucket list adventures and stays just like this, make sure you give us a like and subscribe. And with that, we'll see you next week with another bucket list adventure.